Okay, so here we are. I have everything covered. I have all the roster in. I have the schedule in. I have my front and back papers on, and we're good to go. So now what I wanted to do was I wanted to make a tag or something to put in this pocket that would be like a scorekeeper, so that when they play the games, I can write down the scores and I can have that right with me. So I found this Fabletics tag, and I thought I really liked the shape of it instead of doing a traditional tag shape. But this one is not tall enough, so I want it definitely to stick out of the top. I don't want it to get lost in the bottom, and I'll probably, do some sort of rivet or punch here to make it so I can put some yarn or ribbon or whatever on it to help me pull it out. So this is what I'm going to base it on, but instead of this size, I'm going to do a larger size. So I do like the width of it though. It fits in the pocket pretty well. So you can see that fits in quite nice. I could maybe even do it a little bit larger, and maybe I will do just like maybe a 1/4 inch larger just to see, and then I can trim it down if I feel like it needs it. So this tag is approximately, it's not quite 2.5 inches wide. So if I'm going to add a 1/4 inch, let's go with 2 3/4 and see what that does for me. So let's move this out of the way for the moment. And I'm just going to cut this down to 2 3/4. Maybe I'll do just a touch less. And this already has a rounded edge on that. Look at that. So I might not even have to worry about doing that. All right, so this is a little bit bigger. I'm thinking this might be too big, but let's take a look. Oops. Oh no, I think that'll work good. I don't know, it's a little tight, and if I cover it with paper, it might be a little too tight. So I think I am going to take it down to, what did I say, that was almost 2.5. So I'm just going to do a straight 2.5. We'll make sure we have plenty of room when we cover the paper for it to fit in nicely without getting stuck in and out every time. So another quick check before I cover it. Yes, I like that better. Okay, now it's definitely too long. I do, like I said, I do want it to be a little bit taller than 5 inches because that's the size of the height of our folio here. So let me see what I'm at right now. This looks like it must be about 6 inches. Yeah, this is 6 inches tall. So I think I'm going to take this down to 5.5. And once again, we'll start there. And this one, I'm just kind of playing it by ear. I haven't done one of these before, so. Okay. So it can sit down in there and still be up a little, and that still might even be too much. Maybe take off another 1/4 inch. Yeah, I think I will. So as it gets to the bottom, it's not going to go all the way down anyway. So I'm just going to take off another 1/4 inch so that just peeps out the top, because once it has a rivet with some ribbon and yarn and stuff on it, it's not gonna pop out anyway. All right, so this is what we're going to work with. This is the tag. It's based on this tag. So I like how it has one cornered edge there. And then we will put a rivet in the corner edge up here. And I found this paper that I thought would be good to cover it with because I wasn't going to print anything out, excuse me, for this. So, excuse me. I thought it would be easier for me just to put something on this tag that was lined so that I could, come in and just handwrite in the scores, based on the date. And then, each of the schedule has the dates on them when they are right there as a correlation. So, all right, so I'm going to, let's go ahead and cover this. And I think I'm going to use my fabric tack for this. And I'm going to cover both sides. And I'm just going to line it up at the top and the side so that I don't have that much trimming to do. And I'm just going to hold this down for a minute and let it attach if I don't move it around too much. And then go ahead and give it a trim. And then we'll glue the other side. But while I'm waiting for that to kind of dry a little bit, of course, I'm going to ink it a little just to get those sides covered. And we'll have to do the rounded corner again too, but seems like I forget more often than not to get the inking done, so I'm going to make sure I have it done. Okay. And then let's go ahead and cover the other side. Oops. Same thing, just going to line it up, let it set up for a minute. Okay, trim this up. Okay. I'm just doing some final trims where my hand wasn't so straight. Okay, and let's ink this side while we're at it. And I think I may, since I'm just glued on here, I think I may add some stitching around the edge to kind of help us hold everything together. So I think I'm going to, let me round this corner first. And I don't know if this is going to match what was there. Now I have to find which corner it was, this corner. Oops. Corner rounder. Not close at all. All right, I think I'm going to use this one. Let's see if I can get a better corner round. It's very thick. There we go. Yeah, I like that. All right, and so since our corner round is in this area, I'm just going to mark where I'm going to put the rivet, because I want to make sure when I'm sewing I don't hit where I think I'm going to put it. So I am going to add a stitch, a quick stitch all the way around it, and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. And I, of course, ran out of bobbin thread as I was going around, so I had to refill that. So I have 2 little places of start and finish, which is totally fine. And now I'm going to put that rivet in, and I'm going to use my little Making Memories tool here, just because it's small. And I have this little brown rivet that I'm going to use. And I probably am going to mute this so that I don't hurt your ears as I punch on this tool here. So and there we go. Last thing is to find some ribbon for this, or some string. All right, and so this is what I found. I found some nice navy blues and some reds to match her team colors. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. That's a kind of a small hole for all of this, although I would kind of like to put as much as I can in there. And this cord I thought might be nice because it looks like the end might fray a little bit, which I think would be fun after a while. But I'm not sure that's going to work. So I could just use these 2 together, but I think I'm going to try the cord and a little bit of the red. So let me cut some off here. Actually, let me thread it through first, decide how we're going to do this. See if I can get them both through at the same time. I already have some tape wrapped around this one end. We'll see if I can get it through enough to pull it. No, that's not going to work. Let me see if I can do it this way. And I might have to pull the ribbon out and do the cord first, possibly. And let's see, I think I have, whoop. All right, I think I got it. It's already fraying, which is fine. Okay, so now I think all I'm going to do is tie them up at the top so that I have both of the colors. So let me start with the red here. And then we'll tie the blue. And I'm just doing double knots. Simple, simple. Although this one, because it's kind of silky, might need another type of glue because it doesn't feel like it's holding. So the other thing I could do is add, excuse me, a pin or something up here to just kind of hold everything together. Maybe with a dangle on it or something. That might be cute. Or maybe the pin goes on first. Let's see what I got here. I have some zipper pulls. I have some of these little things that I could put in there and then add whatever fluff I wanted to. I think I like that idea. All right, so I'm gonna take this out. I'm glad I didn't trim anything down yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add all my little floofies to the ring, and then we'll just put the ring on. And make that. So let me just make sure this fits through my rivet okay, which it does. That'll be perfect. All right, so now what I can do is I can add them, and I'm still not sure about that cord though, how exactly that's going to work, but I'm going to add the reds. And maybe I'll use those other ribbon, that other ribbon that I wasn't going to use. And I'll just put them in like this. And I'll do a couple of reds and a couple of blues. And then we'll trim it all down. Now, I'm not sure how this one is going to work because it is very thick, but sometimes you get there because you just try things. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. I'll do one more of those. And I think I'm just going to leave the cording off. I think this will go much better without. All right. Now let's go ahead and put this through. I think I love it. We'll add it into our pocket there. And there you have it. I probably am going to trim these down a little. But it's perfect. It'll fit in my purse and I can just reference it whenever I need to know who number 25 is. Oh wait, that's my daughter. And then be able to see where their games are. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.